morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien speaking on Saturday, April 6th. Me and my friend Bubba, he's waiting for his friend the Blue Jay over there, and he's looking for him. Anyway, we're here looking at today, looking at the political situation in your country, which is as disastrous as it always is, and wanting to know common sense. Does any of you have any of that? I heard Miss Ingrid, excuse me, Ingram, was harping about that the other day when she was promoting the bastion of Republican Party, Ronald Reagan. Ugh. And mind you, I don't like Republicans and I don't like Democrats. But to give you an example here, Miss Ingram, bastion of Republican Party. Well, like I said, you had Iran Contra doing him. What else did you have under Reaganomics? Oh, you had 20% interest rate. Remember that? Oh no, you were only what? Maybe 17 years old when he was elected, around there. You were a pain in the woo-woo teenager, if I remember correctly, in those days, and very rebellious, right? Yeah, that sounds like you. Anyway, yeah, 20% interest rate. Anybody remember those? I sure do. Boy, that was it was easy for you. If you could save money in the bank, boy, you got a lot of interest. Not the piddly stuff they give you today. But then again, Ronald Reagan had that. He also had two what he called income tax reductions, just like President Trump is trumping his up today. Remember, he had 85 and 86, and those came back to haunt you in the 1990s and the 2008s. Regulations, we're going to eliminate them. Yeah, right. The crash of 1987, crash of 2008, related to Reaganomics. So you see, Miss Ingram, you got a problem there. And you Democrats, you harping at poor Mr. Biden, huh? Why didn't you go after Clinton that way? I don't understand you. Look at what the Democrats did to Anita Hill, and he was trying to get Clarence Thomas off the bench. Didn't work, did it? You tried it on Kavanaugh. Didn't work then either. Now you're trying it on Biden because he scares you. If he was this way, why did you elect him to the Senate? Why did you elect him as vice president in 2008 and 2012? This is what this alien doesn't understand. You guys have no common sense, let alone watermelons for brains. Seems like it. Prove me wrong. The one guy that has some chance, or at least a little light in there, is Mr. Schultz. I saw his town hall yesterday. Seems to be on the right track. But then again, I don't like Starbucks coffee. Too expensive and way too strong. Sorry, Mr. Schultz, but the taste that you're giving me is, lukewarm. Do something like that. And by the way, you Americans, President Trump is doing things wrong, but he's got the right idea. You got to do something with the border. And unlike Mr. McConnell, your comment about we can't close the border because it's going to destroy American economy. What economy? You owe your souls to China. And if you close the border at least for 30 days and say no tourist goes to Mexico, no tourist comes in from Mexico, either through air or sea or land, for 30 days, we don't get no produce from Mexico. Maybe that'll stop the salmonella, huh? And you guys that like guacamole, and avocados, your ancestors survived. How do you think this country was conquered? You didn't have all this stuff when they went from east to west in their covered wagons. So this is what I'm saying, Americans. Where is your knucklehead? Put your brains on. Where is your light bulbs? Do something, will ya? This is your favorite alien signing off saying, what the blank?